Virgo, it's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Sagittarius season 2022. It feels all over the place. It feels like people are going to be like pulling at your mastery, at your artistry. People want your thoughts, your input, your critical eye. People want access to your critical eye. And I feel like there's a lot of like torn between fun, flirtations, you know, like people tugging at you, work. I mean, there's already a lot of that, of course, but it just feels like you may be able to feel it come Capricorn season. And I feel like it's a really important season to conserve your energy so that you can like fucking take off in Capricorn season. But I do feel like there are these kind of like emotional tugs at you, or like people like wanting your opinion, wanting your 2 cents, wanting like people just wanting to be in contact with you. Your ruling planet Mercury has already been in Sagittarius, so there has been the process of you, like the initiation of this new understanding, this initiation of this new philosophy, these new mindsets that are coming in for you have already initiated. So you're always, you know, as per usual, ahead of the game, ahead of the curve. And on December 6th, your ruling planet Mercury goes into Capricorn. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising. Hit up the Scorpio season videos. They're going to hit different. The Sagittarius season astrology video also has all of the intricate dates and everything that you should look at. So I'm just going to hit you with that because I just want to keep you all on game. The links for everything are in the description box. I don't feel like going through the spiel right now. So that's where we're at. Sagittarius, it feels very, you know where to access the information, so go get the information. And that may be the mindset that you're in as well. You may be finding yourself a little snippy. Your ruling planet Mercury is opposed Mars retrograde in Gemini. And it's not an exact opposition right now, as I'm saying, but I'm saying they are in the opposing sign, so those energies are interacting. And so I feel like you may have, you may be more easily agitated or sharper than anybody needs you to be. So let's not. Okay, thanks. Hydrate, light it if you got it. As we welcome in the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages from our benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Sagittarius season 2022. 5 of Wands. Yeah, I'm telling you, I just feel like there's hella combative energy. People that want to work with you, multiple people that want to date you, multiple people that want your attention, that want to interact with you, that want, you know, your sexual energy or your physical energy, or want your input in something. There also could be just a lot of internal conflict, a lot of indecision, possibly internal conflict by way of like multiple different passions inside of you, multiple things that you're curious about or want to try. And I feel like Mercury in Sagittarius is really going to put you in a position to like strive forward, but just be careful not to like cut people down along the way. Be careful about your delivery, about your tone. Yes, there's this like inspirational, you know, the surge of inspiration that I feel like is coming in, and you're having all these new ideas and new thoughts, and especially from like in regards to shadowy places, I feel like there's like resolution to a lot of anger or information or insight that's coming in to pre-existing anger, resolution or insight coming into these like multiple passions inside of you and the multiple things that you want to do, and you just like, there's so much you want to do but you don't know where to start. And I feel like charging forward full speed ahead is not the move. You allowing yourself to think, articulate, not make a plan. Get still. Stillness is the resolution to this internal and external conflict, so that you can really like make sure that you have all of the facts in a row, and that you're able to like put patience before passion. Because there could be just some confrontations or encounters that you just instantly want to pop off. And how you approach conflict, how you approach this also just felt like social anxiety. Maybe some of you are experiencing social anxiety, or experiencing anxiety just being around people, or tension around people. There's just like, how are you going to let this be a thing? Are you going to allow yourself to, you know, address these things? Understand that there are tools and resources available to you to help you overcome that stuff, but you can't heal anything that you're not acknowledging or feeling. All right, Virgo. Come out swinging, apparently, in Sagittarius season. I mean, this is mutable fire, masculine fire. And it just feels like there's a lot of moving parts, Virgo. There's a lot of maybe too many cooks in the kitchen, or, but nice. But I do feel like you're getting a handle on it, especially if it involves, like, for those of you who are entrepreneurs, for those of you who have children, there is something here about acquiring a better flow, or acquiring like a healthy balance. The Five of Wands with the Two of Pentacles, it almost feels like whatever angst, whatever like starts, or whatever conflict comes up, it fuels you to minimize. It fuels you to, or puts you in a position where it's just way easier for you to like prioritize, for you to discard certain things, discard certain connections, or, you know, relationships. There may be somebody with Gemini, Gemini, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements that is playing a big role. Some of you may be fighting over kids, or now that there's like a balance being acquired in regards to like custody, or like the flow of the children. There also could be something here with going on with siblings. There could just be previous tension in regards to your relationship to your siblings that's coming up to be healed, or coming up to it's like pick up someone's slack, or someone picking up your slack, or you guys finding a better balance. I just feel like there's like conflict, there's just conflictual energy around you in Sagittarius season. I also feel like something about standards, like something is not up to your standards, or someone's behavior is not up to your standards. But with the center of the reading being the Six of Cups, the goal of this season is emotional and spiritual harmony. There could be people coming back from the past, somebody trying to hit you with the hey stranger, but I also feel like there's definitely like soulmate, soul connection energy here. And you have people around you that like you're just needing to make sure like this flow, this balance, this like fair exchange is in your business life, your romantic life, your familial life. Like the flow of like giving and receiving, the flow of like giving and receiving. There's like these cycles that are coming up to be broken, choices that are coming up to be made. And you don't need to be making choices from this energy. You need to be making choices from a place where you're very emotionally at peace, and feeling very logical, and feeling like you understand why you're giving, or you understand why you're receiving what you're receiving. I feel like you're in a position where you need things to make sense. You will need to understand. So it's okay for you to ask for reassurance. It's okay for you to ask for clarity. It's important that you do those things so that you don't walk around later huffing and puffing. It's like, get your clarity now. Ask your questions, say the things, do the things. Final 2 cards, final 2 messages for Virgo. I definitely feel like there's competitive vibes here. Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you may be coming into Sagittarius season feeling like you need to compete with somebody, or feeling like competitive with someone, feeling maybe even dealing with some betrayal or worry, or maybe tempted to go about something in a shady way, or some kind of like, be careful of like get rich quick, or stuff that's falling off the back of the truck. Be careful with also harboring, like holding grudges. Some of you may be in a place where you're really holding grudges. 2 5s out, so there's definitely stuff here with conflict resolution. But Virgo, final card being the King of Pentacles, you come out on top. You just have to get to a point where you prioritize the facilitation of your own stability. It's time for, and like, okay, so yet let's say that you're, you know, extremely successful and you're already in King of Pentacles mode. There's something about accessing new passions, new ventures, new business ideas, and becoming masterful in those areas as well. But there's like, things are stabilizing. Come Capricorn season, things are about to get really, really stable, and very much so level up. It has so much to do with who you are collaborating with, though, who you are around. Some of you may be moving, may have to, or, you know, begrudgingly move. 8 of Cups, 8 of Swords reverse, 9 of Wands, and then Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy. This feels like a lot of recovery, Virgo. This feels like more recovery than I'm, you know, excited to deliver. But I do feel like there is something here by way of like, either there's a move coming or someone's moving. Someone may be moving out. You're needing to get out of your comfort zone. There could be some here about like, how are you restricting yourself? That's what this looks like to me. Like Sagittarius is gonna like force in some kind of like recovery or moderation, or require a certain level of patience from you, so that you can break out of these habits or break out of the old cycle that's been keeping things the way that they are. It's like, if you keep just doing the same shit you've always done, you're going to keep getting the same results that you've always gotten. And so it feels like things may have gotten to a point where they've gotten uncomfortable, so that you're able to break free from whatever is just no longer serving you. And it looks like there's like a lot of restrictive energy, restriction in the mind, restriction in the too much comfortability in life in some area. And like the goal, we are not here to be comfortable. And Virgo, I know like you know that, but some of you don't. And some of you need to be reminded that like, yes, the goal, like you can acquire comfortability, but let that be a byproduct of you fulfilling some purposes and some goals and some aspirations. But like being just comfortable through life, no, absolutely not. That's what we're here to do. Sorry. And so I do feel like there is something about breaking out of cycles, breaking out of habits. It's time to stop holding yourself back from going for the dreams that you have, or you know, it's like the dream always stays a dream until a step is taken, until you make a move, because we are constantly co-collaborating, co-creating with the divine. And so getting out of your comfort zone, going towards your aspirations, is going to require you to get out of your mind and address these self-limiting beliefs, these self-limiting thoughts, these negative thoughts. And really, it's going to force you to take the blindfold off, to see everything for as it is. And that will do wonders for your mental health. Take blindfold on, blindfold off. And like that bandage on the head, like you tending to your mental health, tending to your self-care, it's going to help you start to realize, wow, I've got a lot of other resources available to me. There may be somebody with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Sagittarius placements that's really like showing up or helping in some sort of way, or providing or facilitating expansion in some area of your life. But it does feel like, Virgo, let's take a look at this. There's necessary conflict here that needs to be addressed. The conflicts that are coming up are necessary because they're here to like help you minimize. It's here to help you downsize. It's here to help you, you know, get things in order. It's here to help you realize what, you know, the true or the next level of quality over quantity in your life, like, and how you can acquire that. Some of you may be feeling juggled, feeling played, feeling like, you know, how did this happen? You know, I thought we were soulmates, or I thought we were this, or I thought we were that. I'm feeling betrayed. Trust and believe all of this fire, all of this anger, it's like this is you being activated. And that's not everybody. Not everybody's gone through some kind of betrayal or conflict, but it's just like this is an activation for you really leveling the fuck up. So don't fret over whatever drama has come up to the surface. It's happening so that you can get to the point where you refine. You are the sign of Virgo. I analyze you. This shit is coming up. These conflicts are coming up so you can analyze them, crunch the numbers, crunch the data, and do better. Because when you know better, you do better. And so now this is a new season of like, I understand. This is a new, like, we're working up to Aquarius season, which is a new knowing. You know, going from I understand, which is the like, I didn't understand, to I understand. Like that's why this is mutable energy. There's a changeability here. There's a new flow that needs to be found. And so there's stuff coming in that you don't realize about yourself, that you don't realize about your habits, that you haven't realized about your desires, that you're now going to start to like, whoo, light bulb on. Like all these things are going to start making sense about why this uncomfortability has been needed. But don't be a groupie. Keep it motherfucking moving. Let's get into it. I'm ready. It's going to be a juicy plunge. I love it. I feel like there's a couple things that I want to like just be generous in regards to. Okay, so if there's someone with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements, I feel like right now they are like hella in their own energy. They're very like high energy around, and you they also may be in a place where they're getting a lot of attention, or they're, you know, craving a lot of attention from you, and that may be something, or requiring a lot of attention from you, and so that may be fucking with your time management, Virgo. And so I do feel like your relationship to people with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements may require more like a better time management skill or whatever, like for you to handle this so it can stop causing so much friction. I also feel like there's multiple streams of income available to you. You just have to get all the multiple passions within you online and like, or in order, and actually start doing stuff. It's time to acquire a firmer footing within you, because I do feel like there is this emotional roller coaster that's coming up, and you need to get firmly footed in a flow and what you want to do, how you want to handle things, because there is something here about being fair, establishing harmony, creating a new policy, creating a new procedure, creating new rules in a relationship or in a marriage, or with the kids, or, you know, within work, or with school, or with clients. There's something here just about harmony. And some of you may be in a position where you feel like you're doing your children a disservice. This isn't for everybody. You may be feeling like you're doing your kids a disservice in some way with the decisions that you're making. I feel like it's time to really evaluate your relationship to like your responsibility to your children, or your responsibility to the person that you have these, you know, kids with. There's just a need for like it like needs to be about the kids, not about what happened between the two of you at this point, because what happened between the two of you will work itself out, and you look like you come the fuck up, and you get in a point from, it's like if you start in Sagittarius season getting really diligent and consistent and creating like a plan, thinking up a master plan, you execute it. Now let's get into it. Okay, also, if there is somebody, there may be somebody with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements also that there's this like, is this okay? Is this like, there just could be new energy. There could also be like some weird thing tied up in betrayal. Be careful of like getting yourself in sticky situations that are that could possibly tamper with your karma, or like that could have people questioning your integrity or your morality or your personal ethics. I feel like you need to be, you are working on being in a leadership position in some sort of way, or leveling up in stature in some sort of way. And what people know about you and have to say about you and your character will mean something where you're going. So it's really important to make sure that you are like doing the right thing. Sagittarius, I mean, Mercury, ruling planet, is in the sign of Sagittarius, which is the ninth house, and the ninth house rules courts and values. And like, now is not the time for you to be like fucking getting on the bad side of justice. Let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.